Hickok 45 here with the firearm that started all the gun registration, the Registered Magnum. Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, thought I'd register a few hits with this Registered Magnum that started gun registration. And is Smith & Wesson the culprit? Are they the bad guy in all this and all this gun registration stuff? Is the Registered Magnum the reason that so many people think gun registration is the answer? Well, let's talk about it, have a little fun. I wanted another chance to shoot this fine Registered Magnum more than anything. And to make sure that you understand why it's called a Registered Magnum. And to clarify whether or not Smith & Wesson is the father or the mother or the grandfather or the grandmother of gun registration. Well, maybe in a manner of speaking, right? A little clickbait fun, I guess. But this is called the Registered Magnum because when it came out in 1935, you registered it. It had now you didn't have to actually, but it came with a registration card. It has a registration number on it. Look at that right there under the crane. Has a serial number and has a registration number. And it was registered. You ordered it, special order, barrel length, the sights, you chose, even the point of impact, where it was sighted in, at what distance, with what ammo, what finish. That's just what it was, okay? The first 357 Magnum on planet Earth. You're looking at it, okay? The Registered Magnum. So yeah, some of you probably are not aware of that. It looks like maybe to you, well, it looks like all the other Smith & Wessons I've ever seen. Looks pretty big, like maybe a Model 28 or a Model 27. And yeah, so we have a video on this firearm with lots of information, probably more than you want, right? So look that up. But that's what it is, the Registered Magnum. And I want to thank especially Davidson's Gallery of Guns, because Brad at Gallery of Guns lent this to us. It's his personal gun. And, you know, great place. Get a guaranteed lifetime replacement on any firearm you purchase there. And just great folks there. I wouldn't look for a Registered Magnum necessarily there, but that's where we got it. One of the key people there, Brad, he has a fine taste in firearms, right? So, can I shoot it again? Can I shoot it with a Magnum? Would that be all right? Let's actually shoot it with a Magnum round. We don't want to overshoot it because these are pretty kind of rare, and you don't come by them very often that especially are shootable, because most people, if they have one that's in good shape, it's just a safe queen, because they're kind of rare and they're very expensive. They were only made between like 1935 and 1939 in terms of the registered Magnums. Then they made them on into a few years after that. Of course, you had the war, interrupted everything. So there were 1,500 or a couple thousand made between 39 and whatever, but they weren't registered. They were the unregistered Magnum, as they called them, right? But these were the Registered Magnum. This one was made in 37, and it was shipped to the New Hampshire State Police Department. They ordered about 45 or 50 of them, and that's what they carried when the New Hampshire State Police Department started, I think in 37. And this is the firearm that they carry. Pretty cool to have Registered Magnum. There might be some of you out there still alive. Would they be? I don't know. Probably not, really, because in 37, you would need to have been old enough to be on the police department. So just like our World War II vets, just not many left, right? Okay, let's shoot the paper and register it. Wow, that was loud. Yeah, let's shoot the pig with a 357 Magnum. Yeah, let's try to put one on the gong. I think I heard it. Let's try a bowling pin right here. Click. All right. So had to fire a couple of Magnums since it is a registered Magnum. And like I say, there's all kinds of information on these things, and I'll give you some in the main video, but I just wanted to clarify that this was the kind of the grandfather of registering handguns. This is the ultimate registered handgun, the registered Magnum. And I'm sorry, Smith & Wesson, we didn't mean to blame you all for gun registration. Although I did read that one of the reasons it was kind of a special order thing, this was a big deal in 35, a 357 Magnum. It's like if someone came out with a laser gun these days or something that looked like this. They're just really innovative and powerful. So it really was a new, very powerful firearm, and really targeted for police because they were being outgunned by all the gangs and everything with their Tommy guns and all that kind of thing. And police, a lot of them were still carrying an old 38, you know, special, obviously, which is a fine firearm. But in terms of shooting through car doors and whatever needed to be done, Smith & Wesson came up with the Magnum cartridge in this gun, the registered Magnum, which later became the Model 27 or 28. And so it was a big deal. And the fact that you did have to order it and specify what you wanted, and I think give information, at least your address and who you were and all that kind of thing, that it did help keep criminals from ordering them, you know, so that was maybe part of that too. But anyway, the registered Magnum, a fine piece of history, the first 357 Magnum on planet Earth, essentially an in-frame chamber and 357 Magnum. Pretty cool gun. We have more information on it. Check it out. I'll link to it. Life is good. We're not gone yet. Yeah, life is good, as I just said. But it's even better because we got all these wonderful people that help us out. And I forgot to thank Silencer Central. They make that great Banish lineup of suppressors. The Sonoran Desert Institute, SDI.edu, with distance learning available on all sorts of topics. And then Alabama Holster, you know, I love them, been using them for a long time. Great little concealment, Kydex holsters, Talon grips, Ballistol. We have a lot of people that help us out. I forgot to mention them, I'm sorry. And of course, I think I mentioned Gallery of Guns, kind of where I got this thing. So anyway, this time it really is goodbye. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com, and also while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.